hey, I'm still good. I'm still moving and grooving. We can still do these things, but, you know, he wants to honor his master, Tanaka, chat. So he will not sleep with Mrs. Tanaka yet. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport, the true story of the ultimate champion.
I'm going to tell you the tale of Frank goddamn Duke's chat. We are opening up, chat, to a military base. We're opening up to a military base where we see him, chat. We see the bronze supple man meat that is Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he's throwing so many goddamn punches, chat. He's kicking ass. He's in the fucking gymnasium. He's throwing it. And the military, chat, Uncle Sam has invested a lot of money in the Jean-Claude Van Damme, chat. He's their secret Belgian weapon. There is no Belgian man who's more powerful than Jean-Claude Van Damme, than Frank Duke's, chat, and the United States of America has obtained him, chat, and he's their secret weapon in all the wars across the world. They fucking send him in there, everyone's just fucking dead. Everyone's just dead, chat. You just can't beat him. The thing is, though, chat, he seems very distracted, and the military recognizes this, and so they're like, all right, he's distracted, so something's up. He's never distracted. He's all about the missions. So we're gonna put a guy on him. We're gonna make sure he's being watched. And chat, you know, this was Jean-Claude Van Damme's like first big film. Okay, this is like his first big movie, chat. Like, he was in a couple other things, but this is the one that kind of put him on the map for a lot of people, chat. Came out in 1988. Very low budget, chat. About $2-3 million. Huge box office success. Made $50 million worldwide, chat. Nearly made 25 times his original goddamn budget. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But the thing is, Jean-Claude Van Damme in 1988, chat, terrible actor. Absolutely terrible, chat. Where it's like when he's supposed to be emotional in scenes, chat, he doesn't know how to do that. He punches things. He punches and he kicks, chat, and he stretches. Those are the three things: punch, kick, stretch. It's all he knows. And so you want him to display emotion, chat. It's not gonna come across. It's not gonna happen, chat. Okay. So what the filmmakers did is we're gonna surround him with actors who can't act. And so the first person we're introduced to, chat, is basically his tail, and Jesus Christ, this guy cannot deliver a line to save his life. It's like, are you doing okay, Frank? It's like the pauses in between dialogue, and half the cast is dubbed, chat. I'm not talking about the foreign fighters in the movie. No, I'm talking about the American actors in this film. They redubbed them, chat, because none of these guys could say their lines to save their fucking life. And so it's like, Jesus, they went too far, chat. Like, we need to get bad actors, but no, we have to sell this movie to people. We have to fix this. So they redubbed a lot of the people here, chat. But, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's distracted, chat. And, you know, he has his terrible actor tail on him, just trying to make sure that he's doing okay, asking about him. And Jean-Claude Van Damme's, I'm going to go for a very hot 45-minute sensual shower. And the guy goes, okay, Frank. And so, chat, you know, his tail waits 45 fucking minutes. Well, listen, I know you gotta, you know, gotta get a nice good pore cleansing in the shower. He's got all sorts of shampoos and conditioners, chat, and body scrubs. You need that. You fucking need that to maintain the bronze, beautiful body of Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I get it, but 45 minutes? Jesus Christ, the water bill at that fucking Fort Bragg must be astronomical, chat. Astronomical. But the guy finally goes in there, chat, and he does not see the brown, soapy body of Jean-Claude Van Damme, chat. He says, we lost him. He disappeared, chat. He pulled a Batman. Where is he going, chat? He's going to see his sensei, chat, because he has an important thing that he must do, and he must see his sensei, chat. So he fucking knocks on the door of what's the name of his master, chat? Tanaka, the Tanaka resident, chat. He knocks on the door, chat, and Mrs. Tanaka's right there. And I'm sorry, chat. I know she's still married at this point. Mr. Tanaka hasn't, you know, bit the bullet. He's not dead yet, chat. But the way she looks at him in all the flashback scenes, she's like, oh, Frank, it's so good to see you. She knows what she wants. She's upgrading, chat. It's like, yeah, you know, he's not long for this world, but hey, I'm still good. I'm still moving and grooving. We can still do these things, but you know, he wants to honor his master, Tanaka, chat. So he will not sleep with Mrs. Tanaka yet. Until he passes. And she welcomes inside, and he's asking, so how's Master Tanaka? How's Sensei? And she's like, sick. He's sick. He's not doing well, but he'll be happy to see you. I'm going to go check on and make sure he's not sleeping. And she leaves the room, chat. And Jean-Claude Van Damme, Frank Dukes, he looks around the room, chat. Even looking, he's bad at it. Even he's like, like he's trying, he's like, oh, memories are coming back, chat, as his time spent here as a youth. And he focuses on what, chat? The katana, the samurai sword. And he remembers, chat. We have a flashback scene, we get the soft focus. And we get the scene when fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme looks at the camera like this. like befuddled, just confusion. And then, chat, we transition to an even more confused looking and even a worse actor than Jean-Claude Van Damme, a younger Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chad. Jesus Christ, the kid they got to play. I mean, they fucking nailed it. They nailed it, Chad, but wow. I mean, if you thought the goddamn private who was tailing him at the army base was bad, check out the young actor who's playing Frank Dukes in this. Holy shit. He always seems confused. He doesn't know where the fuck he is half the time, chat. But him and his boys, they want to steal. He's a bad kid. Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's a bad, stupid child. He's very stupid, chat. Witness! Ah, Jesus God, witness me. Vanna Spheres, welcome to the stream. Vanny, how you doing? Thank you for raiding. Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Evan7. I'm a variety streamer currently reviewing Bloodsport right now, doing a scene-by-scene breakdown Bloodsport. We're at the part where we're seeing a young Jean-Claude Van Damme not being able to act in any capacity. He's dumb. He's stupid. He's confused. He's all of those things. He's all those things, everything above. But welcome. Martha Ann, welcome to stream. V, I just saw V in there. Welcome, V. Oh, like it was the Trump of acting. He was the Trump of acting. Yes, I agree. If that's the level that we're judging at, he is the Trump of acting. Right, but some people think of the 20 biddies. What are you playing, Vanny? I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. The Edman. Good to see you, Edman. No, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. But chat. Goddamn, the young Jean-Claude Van Damme, him and his boys have been staking out this place, shit. They want to steal the cool stuff that's inside. They want to steal the katana. They want to steal the various, knickknacks, chat. That the Tanaka family brought over from Japan, chat, from the motherland. And these kids don't give a shit about that. By the way, all the kids are dubbed. All the kids are dubbed. Jean-Claude Van Damme's actor is dubbed. It's just the worst ADR you could possibly imagine, chat. And it's so goddamn good. It's so amazing. Zodiac, good to see you. I know. No, we talked about that, Zodiac. We talked about that on the Sunday service. Go ahead and check out that VOD. It was a very good discussion. Glad they got that guy. No one's going to fucking punch out Zelensky on my goddamn watch. But the thing is, they steal some stuff, chat. But oh no, like, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he was the last one to go, chat, because he's stupid. He's so stupid. And we see this very small Japanese child, chat. He looks like he's 7 years old. Fucking run in there, chat, and just beat the shit out of Jean-Claude Van Damme, chat. Fucking kicks him in the stomach, chat, and just starts wailing on him. And this kid's like, he's just screaming. As this little Japanese boy has pounced on him and is just beating the ever-living shit out of him. And Mr. Tanaka, chat, he comes in and he's like, stop. He has to wrestle his son off of the young Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's had enough. And he's like, he makes him stand up and everything. And Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's in shock. Oh, it's probably because he can't act. And he presents the sword to Mr. Tanaka because, he was like, I want to steal this, but maybe I didn't want to steal it. And he presents it to him. And he tells his little boy, chat, I think his little boy's name is, what's his name? Not Senzo. I think Shingo. Shingo, Chad. His name was Shingo. He says, Shingo, go back to your studies. And T-Mac, thank you for resubscribing on a 5-month streak. Thank you so much. 6 months and a 5-month streak. Very, very kind of you. Thank you, Shingo Skywalker, the Skywalker clan. Exactly. Thank you so much, my friend. So, he tells Shingo to go back to his studies, and he's basically confronting young Jean-Claude Van Damme, asking, "Why the hell were you stealing from me?" He's like, he's nothing's phasing this kid. And so Mr. Tanaka, he's gonna scare him a little bit. So he takes up the samurai sword and just goes, Fah! He's like, "Oh my God, did you just kill him?" No, Jean-Claude Van Damme was wearing a baseball cap, and he cut the fucking brim off, chat. Pull a fucking Martin Thomas on. That's like if Martin Thomas, chat, of DT was like a samurai, except he only cut off brims of hats, and so he pulled a Martin. He's like, ah! And Jean-Claude Van Damme, either he was just too stupid or too confused, did not flinch, like even once. And Master Tanaka's is like, holy shit, you didn't flinch. You have the spirit of a warrior. I will take you as my protege. And young Jean-Claude Van Damme was like, huh? And then, chat, we cut to a new scene where Jean-Claude Van Damme's Belgian parents, they came in from Belgium, chat, because fucking Jean-Claude's not going to be able to hide that accent. He's not going to be able to. So they're Belgian immigrants. They immigrated to the United States. And Mr. Tanaka's like, I'm going to adopt your son, okay? And I'm going to train him in the ways of the warrior. And the Belgian parents are like, we just want to fucking drink wine all day and grow our vineyard. So have him. So the Belgian parents, chat, sell their son to this strange Japanese man they've literally only known for 5 minutes. He's like, here you go. And so Jean-Claude Van Damme lives with Mr. Tanaka, Mrs. Tanaka, chat, and their little and their kid, Shingo, chat, Shingo. But Shingo doesn't like him. He doesn't like him as older brother, chat. He's like, I want nothing to do with you until one day, chat. As we go through training, Shingo's beating the shit out of Jean-Claude Van Damme every single day until one day Shingo he's like, I'm a badass. I don't need you. He even calls him, I don't like him. I don't like my round-eyed brother. The racism, chat. Round eye. Holy shit, to fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's too stupid to know what that insult means. He doesn't understand it. And Mr. Tanaka's like, stop that. Stop with the racism. But Shingo's gonna wish he didn't call Jean-Claude Van Damme round eye, because one day at school he called too many white kids round eye, and they just start beating the shit out of him. He can handle one dumb kid, like one dumb Jean-Claude Van Damme kid. He can't handle a whole bunch of them, chat. But thank God Jean-Claude Van Damme's martial arts training has paid off, chat. He's managed to throw all these guys off, and him and Shingo, they come to a parlay, chat. They become brothers in that instant, and we get one of the worst handshakes. Like, when you fuck up a handshake in a movie, I mean, Jesus Christ, acting is not your forte, but the way they went, let us be friends. Huh. And then they just walk away. They just walk. It's the most awkward thing. It's like, can we do that again? Can we just make this? No, we don't. Got to get to the fighting. Got to get to the fighting and the musical montages with the electronic keyboard and the synth. And then, chat, we cut years later, and, because, Jean-Claude Van Damme and Shingo, like, we're going to be friends forever. And then we cut, chat, and Shingo's fucking dead. The kid's dead. We don't know why he died. He's just gone. His whole life, he wanted to fight in the Kimate, chat, the Kimate. The reason why he cannot fight in the Kimate, chat, is because he's dead. And it's this underground Bloodsport tournament, usually held in East Asia, chat. This year it's held in Hong Kong. And he's like, well, can't do that. He's not going to be able to do that. And Master Tanaka, he's sad because, typically in Clan Tanaka, we pass on what we've learned to son, father to son, all that shit. Now he can't. And so he says, you, white Belgian boy, are now my son, and I will pass on all of what I have learned from my father to you now that Shingo is dead. And so, chat, we get one of the greatest, there's so many great montages in this, but this is like one of the greatest montages of all time, chat, where Master Tanaka is teaching all the martial arts that he could possibly imbue into now older, now regular Jean-Claude Van Damme, who now looks like he's the greatest actor in the movie at this point, because we've been exposed to so much terrible acting in the first 10 minutes. He's like, wow, he's great. In hindsight, he's actually not. But we get scene after scene after scene of this old Japanese man beating the shit out of Jean-Claude Van Damme, chat. But Jean-Claude Van Damme, as the montage goes on, he gets a little bit better, chat. He gets a little bit better. He starts doing the stretching as he's known for, chat. But eventually, Master Tanaka, he's just like, you have not stretched as far as you could possibly go. And so he fucking draws and quarters him in one scene, chat, like on trees, like has his arms up here, his legs go, pulling him apart, chat, until something just snaps, and all that stuff that's working down there, chat, is numb. He feels none of it anymore, and he's able to fucking rip the trees, chat, break the goddamn trees, rip them up from the roots, chat, because he feels nothing down there now. So Tanaka's like, holy shit, that wasn't supposed to happen. But Jean-Claude Van Damme is like, have I pleased you, master? Have I pleased you? And he's like, you have. Please don't sue me. And so now he's like, all right, you've gotten so advanced. We're going to train you like Daredevil. And so he just blindfolds, like, I've never done this before. He blindfolds Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chad Frank Dukes, and he just starts training him like Stick and Daredevil in the Daredevil series. And where he's like, oh my God, like, I can't even lay a hand on Jean-Claude Van Damme now. He, like, all of his senses shit. You take away his eyes, he's in tune with everything. All of his other senses have increased shit, his hearing, his sense of smell, his awareness of what's around him. It's just so improved. And then the final bit of the montage, chat, is when Jean-Claude Van Damme perfectly sets up a ceremonial Japanese dinner. You know, the sushi, the tea, the whole shebang, chat. Whole shebang, all of it. You know, for Mrs. Tanaka, who is looking him up and down like, Jesus Christ. As soon as you're fucking dead, I'm having sex with this kid. That's just how it's going to be. And, you know, he does it all shit. He lays it out perfectly. And Mr. Tanaka, he's just like, well, you know, the tea glass was slightly to the left. And he goes to fucking backhand Jean-Claude Van Damme. Just like, But Jean-Claude Van Damme blocks his hand. And Tanaka's like, whoa. You are Daredevil. And he's like, you please me, my son. And then he's like, Jean-Claude Van Damme and him do the, you know, the goddamn, yeah! They do the fucking little, like, arm grab, like in Predator, chat. Like, yeah, very cool. And then we get the ceremony where Master Tanaka, chat, presents the katana to Jean-Claude Van Damme. I have told you everything I know, and now these lessons are for you to take on, pass on to other people in the next generation, your son. And then we get the soft focus again, chat. We're now back in the present, where Jean-Claude is staring at the samurai sword, the katana. And then Mrs. Tanaka says, all right, he's ready to see you. He goes in, and Mr. Tanaka's not doing too well, chat. He's sick. He's not feeling great. You know, Jean-Claude asks him, how you feeling? He's like, I feel old. I feel like I'm about to die. And Jean-Claude's like, listen, I came here because I wanted to ask you for something. I wanted to ask you your permission. Shingo always wanted to bring back honor to the Tanaka clan, chat. Because Tanaka, he's been through a lot. His original family, chat, they were killed in the atomic blast of Hiroshima, chat, and then he moved to the United States where he met his wife, Mrs. Tanaka, and had his son. So his life has been filled with tragedy, chat. And he left Japan, and his clan was like well known for being honorable warriors. And that was all over. And so Shingo, his whole idea was to go into the Kamute chat, the Bloodsport, if you will, and to win back the honor of Clan Tanaka. But now that Mr. Tanaka is dying, and Mrs. Tanaka, she just wants to fuck Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Shingo's dead, now it's up to Jean-Claude to bring honor back to the Tanaka clan, because you're an official member of my family, because your Belgian parents sold me to you. So you have my permission. I'm going to die now. And he dies right there and then, chat. And so then Jean-Claude Van Damme has to fight off the very horny Mrs. Tanaka, but he escapes. He eventually escapes, and now he's going to Hong Kong. He's got to go to Hong Kong to enter into the Kamute chat, the Bloodsport, if you will. And we'll also get all sorts of montages to other fighters chat, showing off all their abilities and things. We again see Bolo Yeung as Chun Li chat. Very familiar, that Chun Li. What does that sound like? And he's just like the biggest guy you could possibly imagine. That fucking arms that are fucking huge. He walks like this, chat, and he can snap your goddamn neck like that. It's crazy. And all these other fighters chat, we got this one guy who's practicing like this kind of monkey style, where he's just like, you know, on the training mat, like he's just attacking you. He jumps on you, and he scratches your eyes out. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy, all the different fighters, chat. But we just see Jean-Claude. He's on a bus, chat. He's going to go to the hotel where typically is where they've put all the Kamute fighters, chat, want to participate in the Bloodsport. And who fucking gets on the bus, chat? Action Jackson, not Carl Weathers. That would have been awesome if fucking Carl Weathers was in this movie, but it's not, chat. It's actually, chat, Donald Gibb. Donald Gibb, who you might not recognize the name, chat, but you'll recognize him for one role, chat, where he played the muscle-bound Nimrod guy from Revenge of the Nerds chat where he goes, nerds! It's that guy. It's an actor, except a much older version of that actor, chat. And he is Ray Jackson, chat. I'm going to call him Action Jackson for the sake of convenience, chat. And he gets on, chat, and you can tell he's a hot blood American man, chat. He's got a fucking Harley Davidson cap on, chat. He's got a t-shirt with the bald eagle of America, chat. So you know exactly what he's all about. He gets on the fucking bus, looks at, the muscles from Brussels and goes, pfft, and he tries to hit on this Chinese girl who wants nothing to do with it. He's like, no fucking thank you, Action Jackson, I'm good. Eventually, chat, we cut to the hotel where we see a reporter, chat. Her name is Janice, and she's trying to talk to these fighters, chat, who are participating in the kamute. The thing is, chat, the kamute is secret. It's secret, and no one wants to ruffle any goddamn feathers, chat. No one wants the fucking press, the fake news, to get in there and ruin it, chat, because, yes, it's about, honoring your warriors, past and shit, but it's really about the money. All right, we're here about the money. It's all about the illegal betting. That's what keeps this thing going and moving and grooving for all these years, okay? And we don't need one of you goddamn reporters to come here and spoil for anybody. And so all the fighters, chat, are playing dumb with her. They're like, oh, we don't know anything about that. Sorry, can't help you. Can't help you, chat. And they're speaking of it like, in Chinese or Japanese or whatever foreign language there is. Just basically look at her. She doesn't know what the fuck she is. And they laugh and they walk away. Eventually, though, we cut to Action Jackson, chat, who is currently playing a video game, chat. Not Street Fighter, not Mortal Kombat. It was way before that. This movie inspired those games, though. He's playing just some generic-looking kung fu game. He's having a blast. He's like, yeah. And Jean-Claude Van Damme, he looks over his shoulder and goes, what's up, man? What's up? You want to fight me? You want to fight me in the game? He goes, sure, but aren't you? Because the Action Jackson goes, he's like, aren't you a little small to be a fighter? And Action Jackson goes, aren't you a little old to be playing video games? He's like, all right, you got me there. Play the video game with me, bro. And they play the little video game, chat, fucking buttons and sticks and everything. And Jean-Claude Van Damme, even in the virtual world, chat, kicks his ass 3 times in a row. But that wins the support, wins the approval of Action Jackson. So he's not just he's a hothead, no doubt about it, chat. But he's like, I admire your video game skills. Are we best friends? Hell yeah. And him and Jean-Claude Van Damme, for the rest of the movie, are best friends. They love each other, right? And so eventually, though, you get all the goddamn organizers for the event, and it's like, we're going to take you. You're going to have, like, a specific guide to take you to the secret underground kamute, the Bloodsport, if you will, chat. And so they're taken into basically the bowels of the Chinese underground, chat, like through miles and miles of alleyways, like literally underground. It's like the apartments are like this close to, like the windows are like this goddamn close. It's like, holy shit, asbestos layering the walls everywhere. It's a goddamn nightmare. Steve, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. And so they're going, the leaking, the amount of rat feces, shit, the amount of rats. And this feels like, the B-roll in this film is actually very good. They actually filmed in Hong Kong, and it all feels very visceral and real. I got to give it to the cinematographer. They did a great job just capturing the underworld of fighting, chat. It was, I really dug it. And they're going through this. It looks like a fucking nightmare. And eventually, chat, they get to where they go, all these people, it's great. Because you'll just, I don't know if these people were actors or like they paid them like a few bucks a day just to be there. But you see just these people who are just like laying against a wall, just staring at the camera blankly. It's like, these don't feel like actors. These feel like people you just go off the street who actually live there. And you're just like, here's a couple bucks. Want to be in a movie? He's like, sure. And they just sit there, chat. They're all dirty and just like, oh my God. Drug. We see one guy who's just jerking in an alleyway. It's like, oh my God. He's like, he's just jerking it. It's like, no, stop it. No, this is too real. Eventually, though, chat, they get to the secret lair where they will practice the kamute, chat, the Bloodsport. And they're introduced to their guide, chat, Mr. Lin. He's a great guy. He has feathered hair, chat, like Farrah Fawcett. He's got a very luxurious, chat, luxurious mullet. It's incredible, chat. I've never seen a mullet like this. Mr. Lin rocks it, though. He makes it work. And they go in there. And, they're signing up, Action Jackson, he's able to get in there good. He's like, I've signed up. But then, the organizers, they hear that, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Frank Dukes, we don't know who the hell you are. Who are you? He's like, I'm representing Clan Tanaka. Clan Tanaka? Nah, Clan Tanaka, they haven't been here in decades. Now, listen, if you're Clan Tanaka, which we certainly don't think you are, round eye, again with the racism, chat, what's with this? Everyone's calling everybody round eye. Okay, come on, take it easy. Then you would know the mukta. You would know the mukta, obviously, the secret technique of Clan Tanaka. So prove to us that you know it. And they present all these fucking bricks to Jean-Claude Van Damme. And Mr. Lynn's like, oh shit, this looks intimidating. He's like, I got this. And Jean-Claude say, hey, pick a brick. I'll show you the muck. So he goes, okay, I'll pick the brick on top. And the organizer's like, no, you gotta hit the brick at the very bottom, and it's the 7th brick, chat. There's like 8 bricks, and there's like 7 bricks, and you want to hit the very one at the bottom. And, Jean-Claude Van Damme, listen, it's not only about the muscles, okay? It's about this, your mind, how you adhere pressure on something like that. You got to concentrate. And he does the whole thing, chat. He does the, and he hits that thing, chat, and all the bricks are fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nothing. But the 7th one, chat, the very bottom, crumbles to fucking dust. And they're like, holy shit. Even Action Jackson's like, that's fucking badass, dude. You a badass. It's like, oh my God, everyone's so happy. And the organizer's like, oh my God, fuck, okay, Jesus Christ. And they able to sign him up, chat. And then we just start getting some cuts to some of the fighters, chat. It's very Mortal Kombat. That's what that guy's from. This is where this guy's from. He can do this kind of move and everything. But then we fucking see him, chat. Chun Li. Holy shit. And he's been the Bloodsport, the Kamute champion for like 10 years, man. He is the very best. Last Kamute, last Bloodsport, he killed a man. He killed a man with a strike to the throat, collapsed his fucking windpipe, and they saw this man just choke to death on his own cartilage, his own blood and viscera and muscle, chat. His fucking esophagus came out. That is fucked up. You do not mess with Chun Li. Action Jackson's like, I don't care, bro. I can fucking take him. And, you shouldn't do that. Because Chun Li's just looking at him like, listen, I'm going to let you do what you want to do, okay? But don't come at me. Because I'm gonna give you everything I fucking got. So even Jean-Claude Van Damme is very respectful. He's not there to showboat. He's not there to show off, chat. But Action Jackson, he's that hot-blooded American man. He can't help himself. But eventually, they're all training, and eventually they go back to the hotel, chat, where goddamn Janice, chat, the reporter, she's being accosted. She's being accosted, chat, from some Iraqi fighters, okay? Now, of course, this came out during the, with goddamn Gulf War. I mean, I guess it was right before the Gulf War, and dealing with the tensions with Iraq, chat, the reign of Saddam Hussein. And so Iraq was heavily parodied in many movies during the 80s and certainly the late 90s. And you get these 2 Iraqi fighters, chat, who are basically trying to rape Janice. They're like trying to force her, like, let's go upstairs, and they're grabbing her and shit. And the one Iraqi fighter, chat, Hussein, aptly named Hussein, tries to backhand her, chat, just, but fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme, he takes his goddamn hand. He's like, no, you do not hit ladies. You do not do that. Thank you. Hold on, I want to thank this individual right now. Give me a second here. Atomica, thank you so much for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Welcome to stream. Just currently reviewing Bloodsport, a fantastic mixed martial arts movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He grabs his hand. He says, enough roughhousing the lady. Okay, I don't like that. He goes, back off, white man. It's like, Jesus Christ. And he goes, how about this? Because as we all know, one of the rules, chat, of the Kamute, of the Bloodsport, is we can't fight outside the ring. Because if we do so, we're instantly disqualified. The fighters are bound by honor, chat, and money, and we'll be disqualified because that'll mess everything up. And so he says, how about we decide this in a different way, okay? Let's fight over the girl. It's like, how about this? I'll buy her. It's like, she's like, what do you mean you're gonna buy me? He's like, don't worry, it'll be great. And he says, listen, we'll keep it very simple. See this coin right here, okay? I'll put it in your palm of your hand. And if I'm not able to grab it, you can have her. And Janice is like, what? Excuse me? And she's like, don't worry, I got you. And she's like, I'm not an object, okay? He's like, it's the 80s. No one cares. And, Hussein's just like, I'll beat you, American man. I'm Belgian, but okay, fuck you. And so like, all right, fine. So I'll have to grab it from you, and if I don't grab it from you, have her. He's like, great. And so Jean-Claude Van Damme, as soon as he goes for the coin, Hussein closes his hand. He goes, I still feel the coin in my hand. And he opens his hand and goes, huh? And the coin is still there, chick, except it's like, the coin's still there, but it's a totally different fucking coin. It's not the same coin. He's like, the fuck? And Jean-Claude Van Damme reveals, like, I'm so fucking fast. You're so fucking slow that I had time not only to grab the coin, but also put a different coin in the palm of your hand. Boom! She's my property now. So apparently, chat, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he thinks buying people's okay. I mean, his Belgian parents did sell him. They did sell him to a random Japanese family, chat, where he's lived his entire life, chat, where they put him through excruciating training and made him completely numb in the ball and peen region, chat. That's how it is. You're a woman in the 80s. That's pretty much what it is, Dark Slayer, sadly. Dem's the rules in the 80s. And so, but Janice just says, that's so badass. And him and Janice start bonding, chat. They get some dinner. They have a good time and everything. But the real thing is she wants to know information about the Kamute. She wants to get in there, chat, but no one's going to let Press in there. No one's going to let Press in there. And Jean-Claude Van Damme's like, listen, I love, hanging out with you, like, really cool, but I don't really want to do this. This isn't appropriate. It's based on honor. She's like, it's a fucking blood sport. People have died during this. And he's like, outsiders just will not understand the warrior's way. And she's like, all right, fuck it. And eventually then, Chad, we cut back to the Kamute, and it's the first, day of matches, Chad. We get some of the best fighting. This is great. I love the fighting montages, Chad. These are so good. I mean, we spend time with these people just fighting. They get actual professional mixed martial artists, Chad, with various different martial arts on display. Different styles go up against each other. It's really well choreographed. It all looks really good, Chad. All the fights are awesome. All the fights are awesome, chat. And we get a whole bunch. Like the first one we see, chat, is Chun Li. Chun Li goes out there, and he beats the shit out of this guy. He sets a world record, chat, 14 seconds. He beats some guy in 14 goddamn seconds, chat, and they're like, whoa, that's a fucking world record of the Kamute. And they're like, whoa, he's badass. Everyone's like, yeah, Chun Li. They're all making bets and things. And then Action Jackson, he goes up. He's like, all right, brother, I'm going to tell you how it's done. Action Jackson, he does pretty well. He fucking headbutts this one guy and goes, woo! Woo! USA! USA! Little Chinese people are like, USA! USA! Yes, USA! And then he does the wrong thing, Because even Chun Li's like watching him going, he did pretty well. He used his bulk to great effectiveness, but then he fucks up, and he goes, I want you, brother! He's like, fucking Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you! And Chun Li's just like, really? You're going to call me out like this? The fact that you called me out, Action Jackson, you do know I had to fuck you up really good. He brought himself, chat. And Chun Li's like, all right, yeah, you want me? I'll come to you, buddy. I'm going to come right into you. Very sexual. And then eventually, Action Jackson, he goes, sits down. He's like, woo, I feel good. He's all sweaty. She's super, super sweaty. But then they call up Jean-Claude Van Damme. He goes up there, and he's very relaxed, very calm, doing this breathing exercises. Chat, can't feel anything below the waist. And he takes this guy out, chat, like in 12 fucking seconds. 12 seconds and beat goddamn Chun Li's record. And everyone's just like, holy shit, who's this random Belgian man? Even Chun Li's like, hey, he beat my record. And then we get all these other fighting montages, chat. Everyone kicking so much goddamn ass. It's overwhelming. And they're all so well choreographed, and they all work really well, chat. Eventually we cut. And, Uncle Sam still wanted to collect Jean-Claude Van Damme, chat. So they've sent their two best people, their two best international military officers after Jean-Claude Van Damme. Who do you send after? Chat, I have a question for you. Who do you send after Jean-Claude Van Damme, chat? Do you send Sylvester Stallone? Do you send Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean, Charles Bronson, chat, 70s, 80s icons. Who could go up against goddamn Jean-Claude Van Damme? I'll tell you, chat. A 75-year-old old white man and Forrest Whitaker. That's who you send after them, chat. Forrest Whitaker and a 75-year-old white man to take on Jean-Claude Van Damme. Uncle Sam did not send their best. They sent those two men to die because they got to collect them. Because Jean-Claude Van Damme, he went AWOL, chat. It's illegal. He can face not only could he be court-martialed, chat, dishonorably discharged, he could be thrown in jail. And so they send their two best guys out there, chat, a 75-year-old white man and Forrest Whitaker. And they report to Chinese Interpol, and they say, listen, we're after Jean-Claude Van Damme. We believe he's participating in the Kamute. And the Interpol guy's like, listen, everyone makes fucking money off of this thing. You want me to get involved with that? I can't do it. Unless I see hard evidence that he's in the country, that he's here, then there's not a lot I can do for you. I'm sorry. And they go, we need your help. We need you to do this for us. And he goes, I'm sorry, man. I can't do anything. Eventually, though, chat, Jean-Claude, he's spending more time with Janice, and she's still, her whole thing, he's like, she wants to get into the fights, but he's like, I can't do that. I can't allow you into the Kamute. It's not open for you. But we can have a very PG-13 sex scene, chat. It fucking cuts, and they had PG-13 sex. And apparently, chat, even though he's numb from the waist down, that all stuff still works, by the way, because she wakes up one night, she's like, or one morning, she goes, Holy shit. She couldn't believe she had the best sex she ever had, chat. And then we get one of the absolute best shots in the movies, chat, where she's looking at Jean-Claude Van Damme, and we see, chat, one of the most glorious profile shots I've ever seen. And where we see, chat, I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's dummy thick, chat, because we see his bare ass, chat. He's just pulling up the boxer shorts, chat. He's trying to get him over those ass cheeks because he is so dummy thick. And he pulls him up, chat, and he walks, he goes, hey. She's like, hey. And he fucking goes over there, chat, like an animal. Just the shoulders all sensual. He starts, kissing, smooching in bed and everything. He's like, listen, I'm sorry I can't show you the kamute, but we had a good time last night, right? And she says, we sure as hell did. I can't even walk anymore. I can't feel anything down there. He goes, hell yeah, I'm the best at what I do. And then she's like, I'm going to go participate in the kamute. She goes, cool. And he walks out, chat, but she could walk, chat, because she gets up and she's a lady on a mission, chat. She's going to get in the kamute somehow. Eventually, though, chat, the Interpol agent, he goes and speaks with Forrest Whitaker and the 75-year-old white man, chat, who are currently enjoying a Chinese meal, chat, what they think is a typical Chinese meal, because, they're eating some meal, and the old white man, chat, he's mastered the chopsticks. Forrest Whitaker is literally stabbing his fucking food with chopsticks. He can't get it in his mouth. He just can't do it. He doesn't know how the fucking sticks work. Thank you for the 5 minutes. The Belgian Boehner. Gave her the Belgian Boehner. I love it. So goddamn true. So goddamn true. Thank you, Darksley. That's great. Oh, my Lord. Thank you for the 5 minutes. So the Interpol agent's like, hey, we think we spotted him at this hotel. So if you want to go over there and get a hold of him, then, go ahead. But I'm not involved, okay? And the old white man, they're like, well, you want to sit down and, eat some food? They're like, no, I don't eat here. This is terrible. This restaurant's for Westerners who don't know what Chinese cuisine is. And you go, oh. And eventually, apparently, the food's so fucking bad that Forrest Whitaker offers it to, a stray dog who's like, I would rather eat my own shit than what you were eating. And so he's like, wow. Eventually, though, Forrest Whitaker and the old man, they show up at the hotel, chat, where we see Action Jackson, Jean-Claude Van Damme. They're bonding, having a good time. Also, Mr. Lynn is there. But then fucking old man and Forrest Whitaker, they're like, well, we got to take you in, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to practice. I got to participate in the kamute. I have to do it for Clan Tanaka and my sensei, who has passed away. And they're like, it doesn't matter, man. Uncle Sam wants you back. We need you. He says, I'll be back in 2 days. He's like, that's not good enough. And they take out these giant fucking tasers, chap. Apparently, they have 50,000 volts. Now, I don't know what a regular taser has, chap, but I'm pretty sure a regular taser does not have 50,000 volts of electricity. Chat, could take down a fucking elephant. Because that's what they need to take down Jean-Claude Van Damme. Shit, he's too tough. And the thing is, though, Action Jackson's like, you're not going to take down my friend. And Action Jackson tackles, Chad. He tackles the old man, breaks his fucking back. He's dead. But Forrest Whitaker, he's still good, Chad. And he's like, the fuck you doing? Well, old man's fine, Chad. He didn't break his back. But he got a little knocked over by Action Jackson. And then we get, chat, one of the most ridiculous chase scenes of Jean-Claude Van Damme. You can believe that he can do an action scene like this. But they have this poor old man and Forrest Whitaker running after him. And this is not good. You should have casted someone else who's a little more intimidating, Chad. It's very comedic. And eventually, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's taking them all across fucking China, doing flippy jumps, doing backflips, chat, flipping over people. Forrest Whitaker, old man, are like, holy shit, how can he do this? He's a weapon. That's what I keep telling you. That's why we need these 50,000 volt tasers. Eventually, Chad, he goes on, because they have a lot of those boats, those kind of typical Chinese boats in the river, like for fishing and stuff. And Jean-Claude, he's just doing fucking flippy jump after flippy jump, going to the next boat. Forrest Whitaker, old man, they can't do flippy jumps, Chad. So when they attempt to, they fall ass backwards, chat, into the river, where they are soaked, where they are coated in water, chat. Like, they got seaweed, they're coated in seaweed, they're drowning there. And Jean-Claude's like, and he does a thumbs up for some reason. It's like, who are you doing a thumbs up to? The guys in the water, they didn't see. He goes, and he runs off, and he goes back to the next day of the kamute, chat. Goes back to the kamute. Where things are even more dire, chat. Now we get the best of the best fighters in there. But when he enters, chat, who does he fucking see? He sees Janice. He's like, Janice, how'd you get in here? And apparently, chat, she snuck in. She lied, and she went in with one of the very rich gamblers there, chat, who doesn't know who the fuck she is. She manipulated him, chat. Just had to have hot, sweaty sex with him. He's like, oh my God. She's like, hey, I have to get this fucking story. It's very important. And so then we see the various battles and matches, chat, between all the various fighters. And Janice is just watching all this. By the way, she occasionally takes out a tape recorder and starts talking into it. in plain fucking view, in plain goddamn view, where everyone could see this shit. Every single person could see this. But no one notices. No one's like noticing her, just breaking the rules willy-nilly. Eventually, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he fights Hussein Shaq, kicks his fucking ass, kicks him so hard in the face that all of his teeth fall out, like what Oberyn Martell, Mountain style. When Mountain just backhands Oberyn Martell, and all his teeth fall, all the gold teeth too. All the goddamn referees are fighting over the teeth. They're like, yeah, it's my tooth, and they're all bad shit. Eventually, though, it's getting down to like the last few fighters here, chat. Last few years, it's a pretty serious situation. And now Action Jackson, he has to go up against Chun Li, chat. Now he called out Chun Li the other day, which was not very smart. And Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's trying to give his buddy Action Jackson some advice. Like, listen, man, go for Chun Li's stomach. Okay, that's his weak point. Okay, he's soft in the belly, soft in the tum-tum. You hit him in the tummy, and you could take this. And Action Jackson's like, I got you, bro. Don't worry about me. You're not my mother. Jesus Christ. And he goes out there, chap. And wow, it's actually an even match so far, chat. And Action Jackson, he even manages to fucking knock down Chun Li. And typical American shit. He's like, I did it! USA! USA! And he's like, if he hit him one more time, Chun Li would be out, chat. He'd be out. And Jean-Claude Van Damme's like, no, Jackson, get your ass back in there, fight him. And the crowd's like, yay, America. And Chun Li even like, he gets up and he goes, you had me. You actually had me. I did not. I underestimated you. You could have had me. Now I must break you. And so he just goes after Action Jackson, chat, and he pummels the absolute shit out of him to the point where he's just stomping on his head, chat. You can hear the bone cracking. And even Jean-Claude, no, he's trying to get into the ring, chat. We get that slow-mo. No, throw in the towel. Throw in the goddamn towel. But Chun Li is like, motherfucker. He fucking tried to intimidate me. He tried to get one up on me, and I got to prove that I am the best, that I am the master of the Kamute and the Bloodsport. And then, bah, cracked on that sculpture. You hear it give and everything. Eventually, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he goes in the ring. Thankfully, Action Jackson, he's just been severely concussed. He is not dead, but probably has severe brain damage. Chat. And, Chun Li even takes the goddamn Harley Davidson. Takes the Harley Davidson bandana that Action Jackson had, chat. And he's just waving around the arena like, woo! Acting like Action Jackson did. Everyone's like, Chun Li. And he's like fucking wavy, like a fucking schoolyard bully, chat. Like a recess bully. Kind of offers the bandana to Jean-Claude. And Jean-Claude goes, ooh! He keeps missing. He's like, stop it. He's like, this is mine now. Property of Chun Li. And he goes and sits down. Meanwhile, Janice and Jean-Claude and Mr. Lin, they take Action Jackson to the hospital chair. He's in a coma, and he's not doing great right now. He's just not doing very well. And, Jean-Claude's like, I have to defeat Chun Li, not only for the honor of Clan Tanaka, not only for Action Jackson, but because he is a menace. He has hurt so many fighters along the way. He goes too far. He is not guided by a warrior spirit. He is guided by greed and ego, and that is not what you need for a fighter. And Janice is like, you need to stop Jean-Claude. He's going to kill you. He's like, maybe I'll die, but I'll do it for the honor of Clan Tanaka. And she's like, no. And he fucking goes off. And she's like, well, I'm going to betray him now. So she goes to Interpol. Fucking Janice betrays him. She goes to Interpol, chat. And she tells the inspector, hey, I know where the Kamutai is. He's like, I wish you didn't tell me this because I have to do it. It's my job. The guy is honorable. She tells him where he's going to be. He's going to show up the next day and everything. And they also inform the old white man, Shannon Forrest Whitaker. And then we cut to like one of the most melancholy montages of the film. There's like been 15 montages at this point, but we get to the epic one, chat, where they're literally, the song is literally describing everything that's happening in the scene. It's like, I'm alone, I'm so lonely. And we see Jean-Claude just sitting on a train by himself, just like, and there's things still watching me, yeah. And he sees the reflection of Chun Li going, and he goes, whoa! And Chun Li's not there, Chad. He pulled a Batman. He just vanished like a fucking ghost. It is absolutely incredible. And we get these wide shots, chat. of fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits between buildings, shit, just going, no! And just like practicing his breathing exercise. Just all that. Like he's about to give birth. Like he's about to front poop out a baby, chance. It's amazing. Don't you think of the 5 minute? That's 80s music for you. It's so good. They literally describe everything that's happening in the scene. It's so funny. But you get into it, man. I mean, this is cheesy action fun where the fighting is actually really good. Where the choreographies, they I mean, listen, the story's non-existent. The acting is bad. But these montages and these fights, Chad, whoo, boy, there's something to behold. But he's stretched enough, Chad. He's stretched enough. He's breathed enough. He's front pooped out enough babies. Where now he's heard enough montages where now he's ready for the final day of the Kamute. Chase, he's making his way through the asbestos-covered alleyway in the bowels of China, Chad. Honestly, Chad, in this alleyway, I would have been shocked if I saw David Lopan and Jack Burton going at it. It's literally like that. It feels like Big Trouble in Little China at times. Just like the set design and just the natural environment that they're in. So cool. But he's walking down there, Chad, where again, I don't know if this is an extra. I don't know if this was like just a person they met on the street and say, hey, you want to be in a movie for like 5 minutes? And here's $2 for your next, pill that you can pop or something. They find this one guy, Chad, this one Chinese man is going, just jerking in the alleyway, Chad. And Jean-Claude's like, okay, that's great. And he just walks past him, Chad. But then, who does he see at the end of the fucking tunnel, Chad? Sees Forrest Whitaker, the 75-year-old white man, and the Interpol chief, Chad, the Interpol guy who's been helping Forrest Whitaker and the 75-year-old white man. He's like, I'm sorry, Jean-Claude Van Damme. You're making me do my job. I wouldn't want to do this. And we see Forrest Whitaker and the 75-year-old white man. Like, you gotta give up, JCVD. You gotta give up. He's like, I will never give up. I must do it for my honor. And then they just send one Interpol agent after another, Chet, just one at a time. And Jean-Claude, these guys are just doing their jobs, Chet. We don't know who this guy is that we're trying to capture. We just know we have to capture him. That's it. And he proceeds to beat the shit out of everyone. Every time, Chad, just fucking slamming the walls, concrete walls, door slamming their face. I mean, covered in asbestos, so they survive that, Chad. They're gonna die of like cancer in like 10 years and it'll be over. It's terrible. Dog shit, think of the 5 biddies. That was a Chinese ad COVID, just jerking all over the place. Eventually, though, Chad, and Forrest Whitaker and old man are like, shit, I don't know about this. And they pull out their 50,000 volt tasers, Chad. Like, listen, you got to come with us, Jean-Claude. You can't do this, okay? If you're not going to do it for us, then if you can't do it for Uncle Sam, you can't do it for the U.S. of A., then do it for her. And Janice is like, don't do it, Jean-Claude. He's like, I must do this for my honor and for family. And and they're like, okay. And they're like, all right, you know what? Okay. And they're like, all right, fine, we'll do it. And so they let him go, Chad. You convinced us, Jean-Claude. You convinced us. And so they all go to the Kamute. So stupid. They all go to the Kamute, Chad, where you have the last fighters there. It's like, I think four rounds or something. And Jean-Claude, he's up against this fucking giant behemoth of a man, Chad. He's like the Goro of the tournament. And he kicks his ass, Chad. We get the fight scene, like, Jean-Claude, he's getting his ass kicked during this fight. Like, he's throwing everything, all the punches, all the kicks at this man. And the guy's just so thick, he's full of muscles and fat that nothing is working. And the guy's like, and then we get one of the greatest shots, I think, in cinema history, chat, where when the guy swings at him, thank you, we need a final act now. Exactly, Darkslayer, exactly, look at the 5 biddies. Where we see, again, chat, that stretching came in handy, where he does an immediate split in midair, chat, lands, balls, peen, hit the ground, and then when we get it, chat, boom, right into the big man's nutsack and penis, chat, just boom, the guy's like, ooh, and he goes down. He's out, chat. It's out, but it's one of the greatest shots in cinema history. Where he falls down. And even Chun Li's like, holy shit. Oh my God. Eventually we get to Chun Li's match, chat. And he's kicking this one guy's ass. This one son of a bitch. He doesn't stand a chance, chat. And Sean Lee, like, well, I gotta do something badass. So he just fucking keeps hitting this guy's throat until his neck looks like the pouch, looks like the sack of George Lucas shit. Where it's like, oh, it just expands, just like that. And he just dies right there. He's all like swollen, and he like cracks his neck at the end of suffering. It's like, oh my God. And like the ref goes up there, the ref's like, oh shit. And he gives like the most like shocked look ever at Sean Lee. We didn't expect him to do this. Where he goes, he's dead. And Sean Lee's like, yeah, I did it, Sean Lee. Sean was like, yeah, Sean Lee is kind of fucked up though. And eventually, chat, the main, I guess I don't know how to describe him, the main sensei who organized the event, chat, the one who's the honorable one, he gets up and he turns his back on Sean Lee, chat, and he bows before the altar because they are respecting this warrior who just passed, chat. He gave his life with the kamute, for the Bloodsport. Everyone's like, oh shit, I guess we kind of feel bad for cheering. Everyone gets up and bows. And Sean Lee's like, the fuck! Fuck! And he's like, ah! And then he looks at it, but then he goes over to Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's like, I want you. Just like Action Jackson and Jean-Claude's just like, I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. That's what I'm going to do. And then, chat, the big final match is at hand, okay? Jean-Claude Van Damme, Frank Dukes himself, versus Sean Lee, chat. Here we go. But the thing is, though, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's trained all of his life for this moment, okay? With honor through the teachings of Master Tanaka, chat. And he's met good people along the way who have respected him and his wishes, chat. The U.S., he has the back of the U.S. military. Holy shit. But Sean Lee, he has no honor. He's only driven by his ego and his greed, chat. And he has a secret weapon, chat. He has a secret weapon that his trainer gives to him. That is, I don't think it's the sensei, it's his trainer, chat. Takes a little capsule, chat, like a little capsule, like a pill, and he puts it right in his belly button. I'm gonna store this for safekeeping. Puts it in his belly button, chat, and hikes up his pants so it covers his belly button. He goes out there onto the ring, chat, which they've now made even smaller. They've raised it on either side, chat. Now it's the other small, so you have to go in there. You have to fight. So there'll be no backing off and shit. You are constantly in the shit. And then we get you, boom, boom, the bell rings, and Sean Lee and Jean-Claude Van Damme, they go out of chance. Pretty even so far. Thing is, though, Jean-Claude, he is that absolutely practicing what he preaches, chat, and he's constantly going for the gut, the stomach of Sean Lee. And Sean's like, oh shit, he's hitting me so much. Ow, ow. But Sean Lee's getting some good ones in there too, chat. He's punching Jean-Claude in the fucking face because that's his weak point. And it's pretty evenly matched. But then, right before like Jean-Claude starts to get an advantage, chat, he's beating the shit out of Sean Lee, chat, doing a lot of those roundhouse kicks. He has a lot of roundhouse kicks in this movie, chat. It's like kind of his signature move, the roundhouse kick. And right before he's about to land the finishing blow on Sean Lee takes the little pill out of his belly button, chat, and crushes it. And we get the ultimate attack, chat. Pocket sand attack, chat. He unleashed the pocket sand, as we all know, chat. We all saw King of the Hill. Chat, and that attack is extremely effective, chat. And he blinds Jean-Claude Van Damme. He blinds him, chat. And where he swings and he misses at Sean Lee, and he's flares like, oh, I can't see. And then we get the, we get the ultimate scene, shit, of him just panicking because he was so close. That's the scene, shit, when he gets the pocket sand in his eyes. He doesn't know what's going on. Alex Burnell, welcome to the stream at the pocket scene. I'm at the pocket scene in Bloodsport. And he's like, yeah, because he was so close, chat. And he's just fucking flailing at Sean Lee, but Sean Lee's just fucking backhanding him and kicking him. She's playing with his food. He's like, ha, 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 Sean Lee, yes. He's beating the shit out of him. And right before, like, Jean-Claude Van Damme, he falls down, chat, and he's like, wait a minute, he remembers his tree, remembers Master Tanaka, chat, that he trained him in the ways of Daredevil. Thank you so much, Eddie Berserk, for the $2 donation. Kumatai. Absolutely. I should be bleeding blood. They should have been. You're not wrong. Pocket sand tends to do that, chat. Thank you, Archer, for the 5 biddies. Oh, man. But he relaxes himself, chat, does his breathing, and remembers, he has a flashback, as it goes to the soft focus, he remembers his master. Tanaka, chat. Remembers the Daredevil train that he had. Remembers the approval, the sexual advances of Mrs. Tanaka, and goes, I must relax myself. Remembers all of his friends. Remembers the hot, sweaty sex he had with Janice, chat. And then he is able to fight without seeing, chat, where he's even helping the ref. Like, the fucking Sean Lee just grabs the ref and throws the ref at Jean-Claude Van Damme. Guy goes, ah! But Jean-Claude, he saves the ref and says, I got you. He's like, yeah, I hope you win, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Me too. And then with the power of Daredevil, chat, he proceeds to beat the ever-living shit out of Sean Lee. Sean Lee's like, I don't understand. He's like, you never understood. You were guided by greed and ego, and I am guided by and pocket sand, which is illegal, and I am guided by the power of Clan Tanaka and friendship. And he fucking gets goddamn Chun Li in a chokehold, about to snap his neck, and he says, say it! And he's like, oh, I give up, mate, and it's called, Matai, and it's called. And he forces Chun Li, chat, to give up. And goddamn Jean-Claude Van Damme is called. He is the winner. He is the champion of Kamuta, of the Bloodsport. Everyone's like, yeah, everyone made a whole bunch of money on him. Even the fucking, the movie from the Karate Kid starts playing for some reason. Everyone's happy. Even Forrest Whitaker and the old man who were about to arrest him for going AWOL, like, woo, yeah. And then, chat, everyone's happy. Janice, she goes up in the ring. She's like, I love you. And they kiss and smooch and everything. But then, we got to touch back at the hospital where Action Jackson has woken up. And he's not doing great. He's now permanently cross-eyed. He's permanently cross-eyed, chat, and he loses track of every other sentence he tries to speak. But it's okay, chat. He's alive. He's doing okay. And Action Jackson's like, whoa, I wish I would have been there, dude. And he's drinking beer, chat, where you probably should not drink alcohol after suffering a major concussion. But he's doing it anyway. And he's like, wish you could have been there for it. It's like, I'm glad you made him pay. And he's like, oh, I made him more than pay. He's like, what did you do? Did you kill him? He goes, no, I made him give up. And he's like, whoa, dude, that's awesome. Are we best friends? He's like, we are best friends. And Jean-Claude Van Damme grabs him by the head, chat, and gives him a little kiss. Gives him a little kiss on the cheek. That's how much I love you. He's like, I love you too. And it's so adorable. It's like, oh, it's a friend for life. It's a friend for life. And him and Janice, they smooch, chat. He's like, I got to get going. Then we cut to the airport, chat. Got a private jet sent by Uncle Sam, where Forrest Whitaker and the old man are there waiting. He's like, I think he gave us a slip again. And he's like, nah, he's going to be here. And then they see fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's already in the plane. He goes, guys, are we going to take off or what? He goes, how'd you do that? I'm Batman, bitch. And you're like, whoa, Batman. And they go up there, chat. And then we see, and they're like, oh, you, that's why we need you, Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's why we're dropping all the charges. We're dropping all the charges of you going AWOL and you committing, crimes against the United States. We're dropping all of that because you're just a really cool dude. And they're like, thanks, man. And then, chat, who pulls up in the news reporter van? Janice. And Janice, she does the bows before him, chat, as a warrior does. And he does the same, chat. He does the same. And he goes, yeah! And then it cuts, and then we get a still card, and this text comes out, and this blew my fucking mind. I've seen this film multiple times, shit, and I had no idea. This was based on a true story. I'm like, bull fucking shit. It all happened, chat, all of it. Or there actually was a Frank Dukes, chat. There was a Frank Dukes who apparently participated in multiple fights, part of the Kamutai, chat, part of the Bloodsport. Won over 369 fights or some crazy shit. And these are his real-life events. And he retained and fought for the honor of Clan Tanaka, chat. And that, my friends, it's so bullshit. It's so bullshit, chat. I don't believe it for a second. But still, pretty goddamn fun movie, though. And that, my friends, is Bloodsport. End scene. So I hope the master of splits, man. The muscles from Brussels. That's what it's all about. So I hope you guys enjoy. That's what Action Jackson looked like, produced graphics. This is super derpy. That's his permanent face now. But I hope you guys enjoyed the review for Bloodsport, chat. If you want to hear my commentary for it and my eventual full video reaction, chat, which will be uploaded later tonight, go check out my Patreon, chat, available at the $2 level. Only $2 a month to see me going, woo, reacting to Bloodsport. It's a good deal. Thank you, give 100 bees. I want to see it now. You, please. Highly recommend, chat. It's on Amazon Prime. It's available. It's cheap. Cheap to rent, too. Oh, my God. GG. Thank you. Thank you, chat. No, I really do hope you enjoyed the review, guys. I'm going to just take a moment to refill my beverage. So please, in the meantime, chat, entertain yourselves amongst yourselves, and I shall return with more tea and possibly more whiskey. Stick around.